Hello guys, I'm Saddam the Bears and this is Ultimate Furnace Tutorial Part 5. Today we are going to do a small upgrade to our system and I will try to do it as fast as possible. As you can see here, I did cut some wires again because it will make the programming of our chips easier. So no worries about these flashing lights here, because we will fix it a little bit later. Let's start. So I have placed new dial here. I renamed this dial to dial flash. I disconnected the other dial here. I disconnected the LED lights. We got here our nitrogen line. This is just a temporary line for my build, because you have your nitrogen gas in your base probably somewhere else. So this is the line for the nitrogen. You will need one volume pump here or anywhere you want basically. And you need to connect it to the grid. I renamed my pump to cool down pump. I have new LEDs here with 3 new signs. I renamed these LEDs to F0, F1 and F2. They will be used for this dial flash. First thing first, we will program our dial flash with a screwdriver. This will be 0, like off. Flash will be 1 and cool down will be 2. So we need program it to number 2. Just like this. Next thing, we will place our LED display. You can place small, medium, large, it's up to you. I will use large. You will need 3 consoles for it. And I will turn it on. Just like this. Next thing, I will place one logic reader right here and one logic writer just here. We will program our logic reader and logic writer. These two, they will display the number on large display. So the input for this one will be furnace. The variable will be regions. And this logic writer will read our logic reader, because we don't have any other option here. The output will be our LED large. Just like this. And the variable will be settings. In my case, it shows 50 because I have 50 iron ore inside. Now it shows 0. So I place it in the furnace again, and we should see 50. Just like this. We will place next logic reader, and we will program it. The input will be our dial flash, and the variable will be setting. So we can see 0 right now, and I will try to change it to something else. Now we chose 1. I renamed the logic reader to logic reader dial flash. Now we will place 3 compare units. 1, 2, and 3. And we will place 3 memories. Just like this. We will connect those memories with cables, like this. For easy programming, we will rename our compare units. First one will be compare 0. Next one will be compare 1. And this one will be compare 2. We will program our memories with screwdriver. The first one will be 0. Next one will be 1. And the last one will be 2. Just like this. We will program our compare units now with the screwdriver again. So the input for the compare unit 0 will be our logic reader dial flash. The function will be equals, and the input number 2 is our memory 0. We don't have any other option. Next one. Compare unit 1. The input will be logic reader dial flash. The function is equals, and input number 2 is this memory. Just like this. The compare unit 2, the input will be logic reader dial flash. The function is equals, and input number 2 is this memory. Just like this. Now we will place 3 logic writers. And we will connect them with wires. We will rename our logic writers. So this one will be writer 0, This one will be writer 1, and this one will be writer 2. We will program our logic writers. So logic writer 0, the input will be compare 0. The output will be LED F0. And the variable will be on. And now our first LED is on. Writer 1, the input will be our compare 1. The output will be our LED F1. And the variable will be on. Let's try it. It works. Logic writer 2, the input will be compare 2. The output will be our LED F2. And the variable will be on. Now we have it working, so let's try it. Now we will place 3 more logic writers. 1, 2, and 3. We don't need to rename them. We will do the function flash first. And we will use these 2 logic writers. So the input will be our compare 1. The output, the first one will be volume pump safety. And the variable will be on. The second one, the input will be compare 1. The output, we will use our volume pump sucker. And the variable will be on. The last logic writer, the input, will be our compare unit 2. And the output will be our cool down pump. and the variable will be on. Just like this. Let's try it. I will insert the iron ore to the furnace again. We will get some pressure inside the furnace, and we can see we have 50 units of iron ore inside. Let's try to flush it. We will switch dial flush to position 1. And we can see both of our volume pumps are running right now. If I will switch dial flush to position 2, this LED should be on, and we will see this pump running. And we will see as well some pressure and temperature inside of our furnace. So it is working. We will clean our furnace with function flush. Now the furnace is empty. And everything is fine. I will connect everything together now. And everything is ready. We will do a short test. I will set the furnace for smelting steel. I will get some fuel here. The gas mixer is mixing the fuel for the furnace. We have the fuel inside the furnace. I will stop the fuel line. And now I will ignite the furnace. The furnace is running. I will get the iron ingots from the furnace. I will cool down the furnace. We can see the temperature is dropping rapidly. And this is how it works, guys. Thank you very much for watching.